Hello. It is Wednesday, August 4th, 2021. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I am Jenna. I am here. You are here. Is anybody here? I don't even know if anybody's here. But yes, isn't that funny, William? I don't know if you're here, but it's so funny. And I'm just trying to. I'm here. Carl Hess. What up? Hi, Carol. Carl, William, Rob, core group. Did you see that post tonight with the girl, they tried to steal her purse? I saw that happen in Italy a couple of times. Guys they just come by with a big scissor thing and they snip them off and they just run. I am here, I know, but I'm very dark. I don't know why. I can't move anything right now because if I move everything, then I just can't. So I think it's going to be, I don't know, unless somebody wants to come on. No conversations, no cookies, no cocktails tonight. Till tomorrow morning. Michael Keel will be here tomorrow morning. But, some nights I guess we just need to let it breathe. Yes, he's been around a lot. Found two. Hold on, I'm just responding to something. How are you? What's going on? I have kind of a little bit of exciting news. I'm really excited because I just found this out. So there's a radio station in Berkeley, California that I've been a big supporter of, a big part of. I've performed at it, I guess, over 20 times on a particular show. Dirk Richardson, The Here and Now on Thursday nights. He and Bonnie Simmons, sometimes together, sometimes they do it, she does her show and he does his show, and then sometimes they do it together. Tonight, let me go back to what I see, or where I saw this originally. Dirk mentioned you in a comment. By the way, your beautiful version of Alexandra leaving, Leonard Cohen, slip between the centuries. Lillian Pearl, she ran away. It's going to be played on KPFA tonight, so you can listen to it. And radiant beyond your widest measure. Hi. I don't want to sit with my mom. I want to go to one of my beds. It's not a trick. Your senses are deceiving. A fitful dream the morning will exhaust. Say goodbye to Alexandra leaving. Say goodbye to Alexandra lost. Even though she I thought there was a solo. On your satin, even though she wakes you with a kiss. I think there's a solo in this. Do not say the moment was imagined. Do not stoop to strategies like this. As someone long prepared for this to happen, go firmly to the window, drink it in. Exquisite music, Alexandra laughing. Your first commitments, tangible again. And you who had the honor of reaping, and by that honor had your own restored. Say goodbye to Alexandra leaving. Alexandra leaving with her Lord. Right here. Even though she sleeps upon your side. Anyway, it's going to be on the radio tonight on KPFA. I'm really excited. And so he will scout a place to record. I'll call you tomorrow. Grace is on. Hi, Mama Grace. Anyway, kind of cool. It's going to be on the radio tonight. Oh, listen to me. I'm listening to myself. So, kind of, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. What else do we come here? Oh, I got you. Ooh, I just hit Lily in the head with my big ring. Ow. Just really hard. This big old ring knocked her right here on her noggin. Oh. Dog cushion. Are you okay? Do you still love me forever? Mom, I love you forever. Aren't they just the best? Just the best. Am I just the best? I'm the best, Mom. We need to have a dog show. Everybody jump on with your Zoom and your animals. Carl, let's do it. I am going to lunch tomorrow, but other than that, I just have piles and piles of things to do. But let's talk. Talk. So how are you guys doing tonight? What's going on? Anything happening? Is that the world? Just, I did post kind of a cute video that I think William thought was really funny and Patty thought was funny, and so as long as William and Patty thought it was funny, I know it's very funny. But not much to talk about. Gracie, do you have anything to Oh, something exciting. This Sunday night, Poetry Glam, we have a special guest that I almost was going to ask to have her on tonight, but she'll be on next week. I thought if she does a little Poetry Glam, then she'll be on the show. Her name is Gloria Weberg, and we saw her this evening, and she's in her 90s, and she's going to be on Poetry Glam, and she's going to read some Mary Oliver. So, super psyched. Super psyched about that. So tomorrow morning, Michael. Tomorrow night, another friend of mine, Lauren, is going to be on. Friday morning is Armando. Friday night, Display and Share. Who knows? Might just be moi. And then Saturday morning, one more Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger. Saturday night, one more Saturday night with Gary Lambert. Sunday morning, Alex Martinez. Sunday night, Poetry Glam. Monday morning, Meandering. Monday night, Meditation. Tuesday morning, Chillin'. No, Tuesday morning, maybe, if Patty wants to bake. Or maybe we'll have Patty on anyway, because we'll miss her. And then Tuesday night, Andy, and Wednesday morning is walking. To find somewhere fun to walk. Maybe we'll go out to walk. Maybe we'll go somewhere. We'll go somewhere different. I don't have to walk to be where we're to walk, right? Just walk somewhere cool. And then Wednesday night is, I'm not sure. My Wednesdays are kind of maybe, I know. No, I don't. I don't know. If anybody feels like hanging out on Wednesday nights or knows somebody Groovy. How about some of you Canadians? Why don't some of you Canadians come and hang out? Carol, Friday night, can we see the painting? I saw it on Insta today. I did. I saw it. Right, Lillian? I can't wear this ring anymore. You guys listen to that. I mean, like, not like I could have given her a dog cushion. Let's see if Dirk did. Dave Love mentioned you in a comment. Hey, Dave Love. Dave Love, what's going on? What's going on? I'm going to be on Dirk Richardson's show tonight, KPFA in Berkeley, California. Well, just my music is, but that's exciting. Hey, you know? I mean, people, yeah, are you on Spotify? Yeah, but radio and public radio and in Berkeley, KPFA, it's so powerful. How are you, Dave Love? I think I would like to invite Dave Love to be on Conversations with the Creatives. I don't even hear crickets. When I mention that, I don't hear a cricket. Where are the crickets? Telling you, there's one critic. Well, there are a lot of critics. A lot of critics in the world, but there's one beer. Carl, if you came on the show tonight, I would open a beer. I don't know. Maybe we should just have a cocktail. Do you guys want a Zoom cocktail party? Anybody? I'll lose ratings. We could just, Dave, sometime you and I need to do the show and drink cocktails. Get Ruth out there, make margaritas. We could do that. Grace, when you and I go to Austin, Texas. I know, Pearl. Lillian can come, right? Lillian's welcome at the Love Ranch. No, we won't lose ratings. What ratings to what? There are 5 of you here. I'm holding on. But cookies and cocktails tonight didn't happen because she's getting ready to go back to work, and they have a lot of protocols that they're learning or they're making up as the days go on, figuring out as the days go on. I'm not being so diplomatic at the moment. They're making it up, right? Right? What did we have for dinner? Eggplant parmesan. And oh, I'm going to tell you guys something. So tonight we went to pick up some food at a large chain restaurant. Let's just say that. And Grace ordered some food, like a dinner, 2 sides and the dinner and the something. Julie Lewis, where are you? She's in Dinky Creek. And she got cornbread. The cornbread had a bite out of it. Like, and then they put it in the container. So I took the rest of the food and no, cornbread bit out of. We just won't ever go back there. Sorry, not going back. Maybe later I'll tell you who it was, but right now, I could start a whole thing. But why, right? Just don't go back. If I could do a Wednesday night walk right now at 11:11, I would do a walk, and I would walk over to Gloria's house because Gloria's up late, and we would hang out. Maybe next Wednesday night, I will walk. I'll plan it. Either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on what night works for her. I will plan and I will go to Gloria's house. She makes puppets. She makes masks. She makes quilts. She's incredible. She's got a beautiful, beautiful um, yard, and she's fabulous. And I'm excited to have her on the show. Gloria Weberg. That's right. That is so right. Gross. They better comp that meal. I know. Get the camera. No! Not the rattlesnake episode. That's so messed up. It's happened already. Dude. She's incredible. Gloria, she was a social worker, and yeah, she's really cool. And I think, yeah, maybe we'll have a beer with Gloria. Yes, I did. I called them back about the cornbread bite. I mean, like with the little teeth marks and everything, and a big chunk. They said it's the way that they oh, Carol, you'll just, yeah, everybody. As soon as I know when Gloria's going to be on, and I'll drive by tomorrow and I'll get her. Well, she'll definitely be here Sunday night. But I talked to one manager, then they gave me to another manager, and then the guy's like, oh, that's the tongs that we use to pull out the bread look like teeth marks. Like, well, then you need to get a new instrument to pick up your cornbread because and I still don't believe that's what it was. So, who's your cousin? Huh? What? I'm getting all these messages right now, different from 11:11, trying to stay focused. So yeah, so apparently tomorrow or Friday, the general manager's supposed to call. And if you guessed the place, I would tell you. But I'm never going back. Sorry, Grace. Neither are you. I'll make you meatloaf at home. I've never made a meatloaf, but it can't be that challenging to make really good meatloaf. Dave Love, I bet you make good meatloaf. Something just tells me that your mom made great meatloaf and you learned how to do it. I remember my mom made this meatloaf that was you took mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes, and you lined the pan with the mashed potatoes, and then you put the meatloaf in the mashed potatoes, and then you covered it with the mashed potatoes. Does anyone have any idea? Have you ever seen that? And then it bakes, and then you slice it, and it's got like, like mashed potatoes and meat. No cocktails for anyone tonight? So, Carl, get that camera working, brother, and let's party. And let's record. But we have to do the song. I have to learn the song first. I can't just record. Yeah, I can. I can just record. I mean, I have. It's probably not always the best thing to do. Dave Love. You brought Ruth barbecue turkey for lunch from Rudy's and her favorite sides. I grabbed a beer and stuck it in her back so when she pulled it out. There she is. Oh no, that's so funny. Peg Stone, what up, girl? What's happening here? Larry Dunlap. Larry Dunlap, hi. When are you coming on the show? Come hang out with me on the show. Peg Stone, come hang out with me on the show. That is so funny. Big old, like a big old 40. You put it in the bag. Oh, that's really funny. Let's get lit up before we go back out and give people money. Julie Luce, I missed you. I was getting word. I was about to text you. But then I knew you were at Dinky Creek, and I knew the bear hadn't gotten to you, so you were all good. Anyone have anything exciting to talk about? Julie, come on, jump on. Can you jump on and do a little Dinky conversation? I'll drink a beer with you. I've had like 0 beers this year. I had a stout last year, a couple of them. but I have beer in my fridge. If someone came on the show right now and wanted to have a cocktail, I would drink something with you or tequila. What? I'm waiting patiently. That's so funny. Peg Stone, how the heck are you? What's happening? So I do this show every day and every night. Uh-oh, guess I'm having a cocktail, ladies and gentlemen. Julie Loose in the house. Julie Loose. Dinky Creek. Hey! Ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that ceiling.
Hi, good evening.
Hi
Good
there.
evening.
How's
Yeah.
Dinky?
It's been really nice. I think it was in the about 86 degrees today, so
It was
very nice.
cool.
So I got in 3 little walks. I actually I
You
took a
started
walk.
walking really early this morning. You
I
walked before I
did.
did.
Right. So I walked at about between 7 and 7:15 I started, and then got back. And then I walked with an elderly neighbor that, she really shouldn't be walking by herself, and her little senior dog. So we walked a little bit and I helped her with some laundry. She managed to put in, she has a washing machine, which
Is
is
that the
a
one that
luxury.
wasn't supposed to be?
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, she stuffed in a sleeping bag and one of those fluffy, full on blankets in the one washing machine together, and then was wondering why things were going not well. And so I managed to get a sopping wet sleeping bag out and throw it over her line, and then spun the blanket. So that all turned out fine. And then some other friends, some sisters came up at another cabin, so talked to them, and then I walked down to the store by myself and got that dinky burger, and had half of it for lunch, and then I brought the rest of it back and prayed the bears wouldn't smell it on my way back the miles back to the cabin. And had the rest of it for dinner. So that was very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
I forgot. I stand corrected. I had a quarter of a beer up in Idlewild.
Oh, there you go. Oh,
So,
yes, that was kind of a fun time. Yeah.
Rob, I was with a friend once, and we were at a place in California having burritos, and he bit into his burrito, and he kept chewing. And it was late night. It was after a gig, and Dave loved
Uh-huh.
he spit out a Band-Aid.
Oh, yuck.
Where's my cocktail? Where's your cocktail, Julie?
Yeah. Well, I drank the one, and now I'd have to go back into the kitchen and
So
get
what are you gonna have?
a different one. Let's see. My choices are a Lost Coast Brewery, a Great White.
Ooh, Lost Coast. I like that.
Yeah, I love that. Another one is a Lost Coast watermelon, or a Firestone IPA series that is it's got peach, pear drop, and dragon fruit.
Wow.
So, and
Dragon
it's
fruit's really good for you.
yeah, it's not bad. It's got kind of a little tart bite to it. So maybe I'll try that one. Or I did bring up Los Cabos margarita, a watermelon margarita, but I haven't opened that.
Well, I have tequila, so we could do like a tequila margarita kind of vibe.
Yeah. Well, either way, what do you want?
So I have this. I have to show you guys. See this thing right here? It's a little clip.
Yeah.
It's for your cocktail.
Really? So you can attach it to the edge of the table and then put your
big old bottle of tequila in it.
That's fun.
Dragon fruit, pitaya. You know what pitaya is, Dave? That's dragon fruit. Pitaya, dragon fruit. You say dragon fruit, I say pitaya, pitaya.
There you go.
Where's
like
my
potato,
cocktail?
tomato,
All right.
tomato.
Lillian, We got to step up for a second. Step
Yeah.
up. Step
So
up.
anyway, there's going to
That
be
sounds like a lovely day.
it was really nice, really nice. I'm reading a series of books. They were written by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and it's about Mycroft Holmes, Sherlock Holmes' brother.
What?
So, yeah.
Written by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yes, and Anna Waterhouse together.
Brad Stone, what's up, brother? Hey, if anybody else wants to come on here and drink with Julie and I, we're having cocktails.
Yeah. So anyway,
Sorry,
a neighbor loaned me one book, and I read it in a day and a half. So I went back and got the other two.
Brad Stone, are you familiar with the books that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wrote? What's the one called again? I'm sorry.
The first one I read was Mycroft Holmes, and now I'm reading. Let's see, which one was it? Now I'm reading. There's one is The Empty Birdcage, and the other one is Mycroft and Sherlock. So I finished Mycroft Holmes, and now I'm starting Mycroft and Sherlock.
Bradley Stone says the Abdul-Jabbar Mycroft books are brilliant.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the one I read, so I was anxious to read the next one. But I can read them. I can go through books in, like a couple of days if I just start reading. So it's nice to have just time to sit and read.
Wow, how lovely. Yeah, Dave, you got to bring the motorcycle.
Oh, yeah. We haven't seen pictures of the motorcycle for a while.
But you've seen the book. I have your book.
Yes, I know. I can't wait to get home and get to the post office to
Dave, I've
send
sold
out
2 books. Julie Luce and Patti Lohman have both purchased.
Yep. I'm going to set the phone down here for a second. You can
Did I show you the book? Speaking of the book. It's okay, Lil. Like, what are you doing, Mom?
Beautiful.
I've put the books in a protective cardboard envelope that were supplied. Thank you very much. Patti Lohman. Yeah, here's the book. Speaking of 5 reasons why you are seeing 1111 that Dave Love created from all the artwork he created during 2020 for 1111 with Jenna.
And there you are, Sound of Music. I saw that page.
That was a funny one.
Yeah.
My favorite right here.
Oh, very cute. Yeah, they're all awesome.
We've mentioned this. You're here on the back. You're there a couple of times.
Oh.
So September 30th, mark that down. But August 19th, Dave Love, how are we going to do this? I know that you're having a big family to do on that week of August 19th. That's the next Corona Roki. Cheers.
And cheers.
Just saying, putting it out there.
Mm.
So you're having the margarita, or are you having a beer?
No, I'm trying that.
A can of margarita.
The Luponic. No, not a can. The hint of peach, pear drop, and dragon fruit one. So by Firestone
Patti,
Walker. Yeah.
Jump on with us, Patti.
Oh, is she there?
Come on, Patti. Oh, the harem pants. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that's kind of great. Oh, and you were talking about meatloaf and different. So my mom could ruin. Until probably just a few years ago.
My mom could ruin is how you started.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, she could ruin a lot of things, but until probably maybe 5 years ago, I would not touch a Brussels sprout, because the only way I knew Brussels sprouts came was in that cardboard frozen box out of the freezer. And my mother, and then you put it in a pan of boiling water, and it came out gray. I didn't know that they grew on stalks and you could actually saute them, or you could cook them in brown sugar and butter or season. Oh my gosh. And so I wouldn't touch them. You could not convince me to touch a Brussels sprout until one of my sons cooked them a really cool way, and somebody else, and it's like, okay, I'll try one. Well, yeah, I will eat them if you cook them like that. But meatloaf, oh, there's two things that my mom did that I still shudder and have changed it up. And meatloaf and macaroni and cheese, you know, everybody loves macaroni and cheese. There's another thing that I will step away if I can.
I'll make you macaroni and cheese.
Because it just, I don't know. I asked for ketchup, you know, that's the only way I could do it. How sad is that? But when we grew up, a meatloaf, you scrambled up your egg and you broke up your bread, and you put in like garlic powder or whatever, and you crumbled in your raw hamburger and made your loaf. And then she put, I want to say it was tomato paste on the top. And so you lost me right there. I was done for. When I started making meatloaf, I would take a, a, a can of cream of celery soup. And for the binding, besides the
Cream of
egg,
celery. There's cream of celery soup. Sorry, I don't know.
yeah,
Okay.
cream of celery
Cream
soup.
of celery soup.
And so I would put I think a third a can of the cream of celery soup in with the mixed up egg and the bread, and then make the loaf. And then 20 minutes before it was to come out of the oven, I would mix up the rest of the can of soup with some water, pour it over the top, and then it would almost make like a little gravy. And you could, if you served it either with white rice or with mashed potatoes, you had just this little bit of like a gravy to go with whatever starch you chose to put with it. But I just was never a fan of the tomato based whatever that went on top. But that's what I grew up with, and I don't know why. It wasn't my favorite thing.
Grace always she made good meatloaf, but I didn't eat meatloaf. But when on Thanksgiving, I make a shepherd's pie with whatever's on the table. I just like pile it in there and put stuffing and everything and peas and stuff. But I'm still. So I know of cream of mushroom soup, but there's cream of celery soup.
Cream of celery, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it's really, I think it's really good to do that. I've also made like a faux stroganoff, and I'll use cream of mushroom soup instead of sour cream, and do it similar to that. Or make little meatballs and do the cream of celery soup, similar to how you would have made your meatloaf, only make meatballs and then lightly saute them in a pan and do them and serve it with whatever you want to serve it in your vegetable or salad or whatever. So that was kind of fun. A little different.
What did you have for dinner tonight?
So I had my other half of my dinky hamburger, and so I asked for,
So you had a $14 hamburger, so you had a $7 hamburger tonight?
Exactly. So it's a nice big hamburger, and it had lettuce and tomato and pickles on it. And then it's a whole, those styrofoam the square takeout containers. It was 1/3, one corner was this big hamburger, and I asked for half and half. So I got some onion rings, deep fried onion rings in it. And then there were so many French fries that it was almost more than I could even eat for dinner tonight that was left over from this afternoon. So, I mean, they don't skimp. It wasn't like.
That's nice. So it's a $14.
Yeah. Oh, and it came with so she lets me have, this was my splurge, because I'm a watermelon, obviously, apparently, watermelon idiot. So I didn't realize until last summer, Orange Crush puts out a watermelon crush.
Hey.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good size. It's 20 ounces, and you can see I still have some left over from lunch. So it was the French fries and the onion rings, the hamburger, and the drink for $14. So, and it made 2 meals. I probably should have made it 3.
Well, do we need to send you some food?
No, I'm going to be fine. I'm looking now and I'm thinking, I haven't even, I brought
You haven't cracked the
bacon.
salami yet?
Yeah, I haven't opened the salami yet. I have done the cheese, and we've played different games, board games and things, and I've taken snacks that I brought up down to the other cabin to share with, other people. So I think I'm doing really well. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't use cream of celery. She uses eggs, garlic, onions, pepper, Parmesan cheese, and salt in her.
Yeah. See,
Uh-oh,
that's,
ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen. Whoa,
very good.
it's becoming a party really fast.
Hmm.
Patty Loman.
Yay. I know, I look horrible.
Hey, Miss Patty. What's going on? And Patty. Hey, hey, hey. There's your glass.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, Patty.
See, and I thought tonight was just going to be a nice little quiet night, and I'd be off of the show by 11:24.
Hi, Dinky
Uh-oh.
Creek. How are you?
Yeah.
You staying
I'm
away
good.
from the bears, I hear.
I am.
Yeah, so
tonight,
did you read that earlier? Rob Morocco said that a woman was killed in Edmonton by a bear this weekend.
I saw that.
Oh.
Scary.
Yeah, it's just not a nice way to die, right?
No.
And they're still here. And then one of the neighbors was talking about her daughter knows someone that has been training. He lives in Marin County, California. He's been training for a marathon and usually runs this road, like 26 miles. And as he's jogging along, he sees a coyote ahead of him. And so he stops. And then the coyote stares him down. And so he makes, big and makes noise. So, thinking that that's going to, influence the coyote. And then it disappears. And so he continues running again. Oh, no, it went back and got the rest of the pack. And they came back.
Oh my gosh.
And they attacked him. And they first he survived. I'll tell you first, he survived. And it's only been maybe a month. But they went for his neck first and then his legs. And he had plastic surgery on his legs. But what saved him was there was a big diesel truck coming by, and the driver saw what was happening and blew his horn and had a gun and scared off the animals and was able to get him to medical help.
How many were there?
Julie.
Terrible.
I don't
Julie,
know. So yes.
That's why I have a concealed carry.
Yeah.
Dave Love, did you hear that?
I could walk around with my axe, I guess, but it's
So
not.
Patty, how long have you been shooting?
Oh, I started when I first got married back in the 60s.
Far out.
And then, I just went last year I got my concealed carry. I've been carrying a FOID card because of cleanouts. I always find old guns. And I was always afraid of having them in the car because I always would take those. I wouldn't sell those. And then I could sell them to collectors later. But then I decided, I always wanted a concealed carry permit anyway. So
Dave loves calling you pistol packing Patty.
Well, see, I was just going to say the same thing.
What are we going to see tomorrow on the show?
They called me at the shooting place where I went for my.
Lillian's on her way downstairs.
I went, it was a 2-day class. I had to go on a Saturday and a Sunday, and it was 8 hours each day. And they called me the pistol packing grandma.
Very cool.
And then it was so funny because I hadn't shot in quite a long time. And I actually scored better than all the guys that were there. So it was like I embarrassed them all. I didn't mean to. I shot all 6 of mine went right into where they should have gone. So I was very happy.
Very cool. See
That's
what you learn on
amazing.
11/11 about all your
Right.
peeps?
You think I'm just the quiet one, huh?
Oh no, I don't think you're quiet.
That's why I said it.
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
I know.
William's
I
pistol,
know.
lay that pistol down, babe.
I'm gonna have to read some of these comments.
It's a good.
I have to read them afterwards.
I'm telling you, it's a good feed. I'm seeing that right away. Let me see if Dirk responded back. No, he did not.
Let me see what's going
Oh,
on
I
here.
just saw that one. Eat my cupcakes or I'll blow your head off.
Who said that?
Dave.
Yeah,
Dave.
Dave, you're
Oh.
such a character.
That Dave.
And Mama Grace, I make my meatballs like my meatloaf too, unless I'm doing the more Italian one. But yeah,
Well, my mother used to make well, my grandma and my mother, and they taught me. And you
Is that
make
my
your
phone?
hello.
Oh, hang on a second. I have a phone call. I never have a phone call.
Hello.
The red phone from the White House is calling.
No, I have my 11/11 phone. I was waiting for
She's-
that to.
She's
Go
got a
on.
landline, so she's got the hotline.
How was your day, Patty?
Oh, it was okay. But actually, it was really nice in the evening because I got to see my grandchildren ride their horses today. They've been taking lessons, and today was a very good day for them. And then I came home and there were stuffed peppers. They were really, really with chorizo. Very good.
Nice.
And rice. Yeah, brown rice.
And then Patty, with your stuffed peppers, you don't actually stuff the peppers. Didn't you quarter your peppers and put it on top?
Those were you know what? Those weren't green peppers. Those were poblano peppers.
Okay.
And yeah, and I did those differently. And I said you can either stuff them or you could have them and half them and stuff them. But the green peppers, I didn't cook them. The taster cooked them, and he stuffs them, and then he puts the cap back on and everything, you know. And so
I missed that part, but does he use raw hamburger and raw rice or cooked rice?
No, he uses chorizo sausage, and then he uses brown rice. And a whole, we try to make it healthy, you know. And then definitely it was very, very good tonight. Whatever he did tonight, it was very good. Yeah. So yeah, it's just you know, some days you cook something and it comes out better than other days. And I think tonight he surprised himself and cooked them really well. So yeah. Yeah, Dave, I'm waiting for you to show up in your motorcycle. You said you were going to head on this way. I haven't seen you yet.
Come on, Dave, love.
I'll talk.
Get the party started. Get Ruth. Let's do this party.
Yeah, let's get going here. We should surprise you and show up out in your place.
Stuff them or I'll stuff you. Bang, bang.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
What?
Oh.
Bang, bang. Who said that?
And Rob Marappa said when he meets Patty, it will be Mrs. Lohman, how are you? And his best behavior, he's gonna be like what was his name on Wally? Not Wally. His friend. What was his name? What was the friend's name on Leave It to Beaver?
Oh, Leave It to Beaver? Oh yeah, what was his name? I know who you're
Mrs.
talking.
Beaver, how are you today?
Yes, he was the sneaky one.
Yep. Yeah.
Wally was the brother.
That's okay. As long as nobody pats me down for my pistol, I'll be okay.
I didn't know this about Patty.
Eddie Haskell.
Eddie Haskell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eddie Haskell. Who said that? Who remembered?
Julie.
I did.
Oh, good for you, Julie. Eddie Haskell. Yeah, he was the sneaky little guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've known some Eddie Haskells in my life.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Uh-huh. So, what's on the agenda for Dinky Creek tomorrow, Patty? Like Julie.
Let's
I'm not
see.
in Dinky Creek.
Have some more tequila, Jenna.
Just gonna say, let's have another toast.
Let's
This
see.
is like
so,
I normally have this much at dinner, and tonight this is my third this much.
Oh, so Carl just said, better watch talking about guns. Last time he made a comment about that on Facebook. They sent a warning. They were going to put him in jail for promoting firearm violence. Okay.
oh no.
Not on Facebook, am I? Oh yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, I guess you are. Mm.
Where the hell am I?
Yeah, I don't know where you are. I mean, technically, you're on Zoom. I'd probably go to jail.
Oh no, we don't want that to happen.
What would happen if I went to jail,
No.
you guys?
Well, I'd have to come bond you out.
Apparently.
Bail you out. Bail you out. Yeah, bail you out.
Dave Love says he has to run. Love to all. Going to put on his bulletproof jammies on and dream about y'all. Sing me, Dave.
He's so ornery. Yeah. Oh,
Goodbye,
God.
Dave.
Bulletproof jammies. I'm sure there are such things. Bulletproof jammies.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
I haven't got a pair yet.
I saw another house tonight, Patty.
I know I saw you walking and
Oh.
yeah, well,
No, I saw another house today.
good.
So-
Okay, well, since I screwed up the next door thing, I feel bad about that.
No,
so,
you didn't. Let's not even go
Well,
there. Have another
okay.
sip.
All right.
Whenever we say something we want to say, we just have another sip.
Okay, sip it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
see,
Dave-
my mom just said, excuse me, Julie, Grace just said, see why we want you in St. Joe, Patty?
Yeah.
Because you can protect us too. Patty, there's somebody breaking in. She's like,
I'll be right there.
come here, baby.
Right under the bed. I'll be right over.
Funny. Funny.
Anyway.
Anyway.
No, but there's another house that's kind of cute, but it needs some work.
Okay, well, that's not a problem.
It's
I have
brick.
a fixer.
It's a brick corner house.
Oh, good.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you should text me the address so I can look it up online,
I
okay?
just get so disappointed though, because I see them and then I call my nephew. He's like, oh, that went on. That was sold like
I know.
9 years ago.
You know, this is the problem we're having here too. I mean, every time I wanted to go see something I thought was perfect, oh no, it's already under contract or it's contingent or it's pending. I went, well, doesn't that mean I can still see it? No, they don't want any showings anymore. Okay, fine. You know, even the ones that I get the listings for some of St. Joe, and they are like, the minute I go on to look some information up, they're contingent. I went, wow, holy cow,
Yeah.
fast. It's a nightmare, but I think it's going to slow down, as you said. Your nephew said that it's going to slow down in
Oh,
September.
I've said it. I think it's going to be not a party, but never mind.
Well.
Have a sip.
Right. Take a sip, Julie.
Okay. Having a sip.
Anytime
Instead of,
somebody says something negative or we talk about something that we don't want to talk about, we have to take a sip. I
Take a
better
sip.
get another bottle.
instead of saying zip it, just say sip it.
See, I don't need much. I don't need any. I have fun without it, but it is kind of fun.
Well, I have fun without it too,
We've
but
had some
it's,
fun little cocktail.
but
clutch.
it's funnier with it. It's fun without it, but funnier.
There you go. I'm funny. Oh, yeah. I don't know. So,
don't
Julie,
know.
I interrupted you. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow, hopefully I'll get up and take a short walk again in the morning and then come back and it's showtime. And then I don't know if I'll putter. There's a couple little trees that I would like to, they're sprouting in the driveway and I would like to relocate them so no one runs over them. And then, so I might do that.
That's so Rob Morocco of you.
And then I've been placing little rocks, not tiny rocks, but some rocks around the other ones that are popping up in the yard. So to discourage people from, raking over those, but nothing big. Nothing
It
big.
sounds nice. We're going to lunch with my cousins tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
Excited to see them. The cousins that we saw yesterday, we're going to see them again and more
Okay.
at a big table. We're all going to be at outside.
Oh,
joint.
that's great. That's great. That'll be nice. Yeah.
Will that be at the hotel, that the little bistro?
Oh, we went. Oh, Patty, where you stayed?
Oh, you're going to be
No, we're
at
not
the,
going to the Boulevard. We're going to where Patty stayed.
Oh,
plank.
that
And
was
we had
lovely.
brunch
the plank.
at the Planks.
That was
Yeah.
really pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty there.
Mhm.
And we had so much fun. They stuck us in a corner. We said, get us.
Jenna's here. Put him in a corner.
We
Yeah.
said, get him as far away as possible.
Well,
We
you
said,
know,
we're going to
maybe-
be.
Just
We're
give
gonna be
him a
on
bunch of
show.
cocktails.
But possibly they were thinking it would be less breezy in the corner since it was already chilly that day and it was taking so long for the blanket to show up.
Absolutely. That damn blanket. It was so funny. It was like 3 people. I finally had to go to the manager and say, don't you have a blanket in this place? So I have to go up to my room and take the one off my bed. He goes, we'll be right there. We'll be right there.
And they brought out that beautiful blanket.
Yeah, they did.
That looks great on my mom's couch. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I had a lot of comments about, boy, you guys had a lot of glasses on your table.
But you have to have a different glass for every beverage.
So we tried mimosas.
Water
Every 3
glass.
minutes, we had a different glass.
Right. And then we had Bloody Marys.
Mhm.
Because I think Mama Grace said she wanted a Bloody Mary. And I said, after I had my mimosa, I said, oh yeah, I forgot. I usually have Bloody Marys.
And I ordered a mimosa and I didn't like it. So I
No,
ordered a Bloody Mary.
I drank yours then. Yeah, I drank yours too.
Uh-huh.
And then I was going to drive back to Chicago.
I know. Well, those Bloody Marys can be an actual meal in a glass. So
It was
Yeah.
very good. The guy made a great Bloody Mary.
And
so.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I may have to get some Mrs. T mix over here then. I
Okay.
forgot.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Mr. and Mrs. T mix. I'll have to have, and I'm going to get a good vodka, and then I'm going to get some olives. And don't they have those stuffed olives? I don't like
Oh, the
anchovy.
green.
I don't
the
like
green.
anchovy olives, but I like
No,
stuffed
there's
olives.
pimento.
The blue cheese olives.
Pimentos.
Yeah, the blue cheese olive.
Yeah,
Those are the
mhm.
ones I
Mhm.
like. Oh, those are very good. So we'll
There's
have some of
almond
that,
ones. Mhm.
Julie should fly in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Julie,
My
fly in.
I should no other than the big ravens that fly around here. There's no flights out of Dinky.
There's no flights out of
No,
Dinky.
no private planes out of Dinky.
There's nowhere to land.
Makes
Nowhere
sense.
to land, but yeah. So
Not even a private airport.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. In fact, one of the neighbors is driving into Fresno tomorrow to pick up her daughter and her daughter's roommate. They're flying in from Texas, and I can't remember if they're closer to Houston, but I think they're closer to Houston or Dallas, Fort Worth. But
Okay.
and she's not been here for a couple of years, so I know that it's going to be quite a shock driving back up, going through all the burn area from last year.
Oh, yeah. Well, how
Really
long are you
hard.
planning on staying up in Dinky?
Monday, I'll be here till Monday for sure.
Good.
If I push it Tuesday morning.
That's great. That's great
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a nice, just over a week. So
Yeah.
really
Well,
nice.
that's really nice that that's been in your family for so long.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
We've been really blessed. So
And does somebody else go up there after you, or how does that work? Or just
my sister that lives in New Orleans was supposed to come out in June and didn't come. So she may try to come out for a little bit in the fall. But I think basically after Labor Day, it's pretty much just a weekend deal.
okay.
And then you try to get it closed up and shut down the first part of October, because you never know when the snow is going to come. So you have to take off the screens, put on the shutters, drain the water.
Okay.
It's quite an ordeal because it
Yeah.
literally is shut down and not weather. But we also have to put on a roof this year. So I'm thinking that I have to take off some of my things on the walls upstairs that have glass frames and some other things, because and I don't know, I'll see. I'm going to walk up the stairs right now. I don't know if you can even, it's really dark up here right now, but anyway, I'm walking up the wood stairs.
Do you have lights?
Flip on
Doesn't
the
look
light.
like it, does it?
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So can you see the ceiling right here?
Yes, I can.
Okay. This is the roof. So what is on the other side is the actual out of doors. This is
So what
it's not-
you're telling me that it's just a cedar shake top up there?
Yes, and they're paper thin.
Yeah.
Just not. I don't even know if you can even see how thin they are.
No, I can. I know what those are. Yes, I do know what those are.
And so
And that's all that you have on the roof?
Yes.
Does it rain in there? Because it looks like there's cracks in them.
Yes, and because there are some places that, well, in the daytime you can actually see the sunlight in different
daylight come through.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, all my life.
I take out more than your pictures. I get everything out of upstairs there.
Well, yeah, because I have little knickknacks and mementos from lots of, like this little jewel. Can you see that funny little Julie sign?
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's cute.
Yeah. I made that when I was in elementary school, and
Wow, and it's up there.
yeah, and it's still up here. And then
Cute.
this is my wall over here that I'm afraid things will fall down.
Oh,
So
definitely.
If you're gonna have the roof done, you need to take all that stuff out.
Absolutely.
I could show you
see-
cracks in my ceiling right where I am sitting right now.
Yeah. So that's the roof. And this
Well,
is
Julie, let me ask you a question. Aren't they going to just roof over that? They're not going to remove
no,
all those.
apparently they have to remove it all, and then they're going to put the underlayment.
Well, that's 4x8 sheets.
Oh, because we're going to get metal this time. We're not doing wood.
You're getting metal?
Yeah, we'll get a metal roof, which is
Oh.
much better for being in the mountains.
Oh,
But there's a couple of, I won't even show you.
I'm surprised they can't just, Julie, I'm surprised they can't just go over that with that.
You would think, but
Do they think it would be too much weight?
I don't know.
Okay.
But it's, like it's from the 1930s. So anyway.
Well, that wood is very expensive though, Julie.
Yeah.
They're gonna
I
They're gonna take that wood and resell it if you don't tell them to leave it.
I think it's just gonna go, all it's gonna be is the shakes. They won't take any of the cross.
No, they can't do that. The roof.
I would take all your mementos and your little Julie sign out of there.
I would too. Yeah.
So I think.
And take another sip. I'm gonna take another sip.
Me too.
Is bring up.
Now that we're talking about roofs, I'm gonna take another sip.
Yeah, for sure. So I think what I'll do is I'll
here's
bring
two
up
roofs.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's but see, downstairs, the knotty pine is finished.
It's beautiful.
And then that's the knotty pine ceiling.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But they never quite finished the upstairs, so. Anyway, and it's amazing that the roof has lasted all these years,
Yeah,
with
it is
nothing on
amazing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But anyway,
Wow.
so here's to a successful roof.
Yeah, here it is. Take a sip.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's my last sip, ladies.
Look at mine's empty.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I guess the show's over then.
I guess so.
Never. No, never.
So Julie, you go back to school when?
The kids come on Thursday, so I'll be on campus on Wednesday.
A week. So Wednesday. So Tuesday morning will be your last morning show.
Yes, it will.
Oh, dear.
No, I have to.
And are your Mondays off? Am I incorrect in?
We used to be Mondays
Oh,
off.
okay.
Well, we were online, and we started later. But
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now, and everybody will be wearing a mask in the classroom, whether
So
you've been
until the
vaccinated.
shutdown happens again. I mean, oops, more tequila. What?
Yeah.
More more
Yeah.
wine. I'll be right back. No, my grandkids too. Of course, Pritzker just announced that the entire state has to be masked again. And some parents are in uproars, but the
Right.
schools my kids go to, my grandkids, they are being masked. The teachers are being masked. So
Right.
There's a
everyone's
school in
being
Arizona
masked.
that's already closed because the teachers came down with COVID.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah.
Well,
Well, that's why they're masking.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of my neighbors has a sister that lives in I think her name's Melissa, but all my life she's gone by the nickname Pickle. She's
Oh, I
the
love
youngest
Pickle.
of three. Yeah, so I've only known her as Pickle. Anyway, Pickle had just rented. She's got 6 grown children and grandchildren of her own, but they were going to do this big family reunion, I don't know, in Oregon or somewhere. Pickles in Utah. She just had shoulder surgery. Don't say that too fast. Like within the last few weeks. And she just came down with COVID, and she's had the vaccination.
Well,
So,
a lot of people, that's the thing.
Yes,
You can get it,
yeah.
you just don't.
Right.
Yeah.
And we knew that. So Mary Jo, her sister that's at the cabin across the street, she said, a guy asked, well, what are Pickle's symptoms? How does she feel? And she just said that she just felt crummy. She knew that she didn't feel good and she felt crummy. And then I think maybe her husband wasn't.
She's really lucky that she only felt crummy.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but she's just now coming down with it. So she's just been diagnosed. But so I'm hoping that that's, as bad as it'll get for her. But they wouldn't let her go back to the doctor's office to get her stitches out. So one of her daughters had to come over and take her stitches out from her surgery.
Oh, how awful for
They
her.
wouldn't
Yeah.
let her go back. But so anyway, she's not.
She's in quite a pickle, I guess.
Yes. So anyway, but I'm
Pickles is in a pickle.
Yeah, I'm sure that they're all thankful that her symptoms developed before she went to the family reunion out of state, and so that was a blessing.
Wow. So you guys, let's not talk about guns anymore, okay?
Why? What happened?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. No more.
Yeah. Well, I see that Carl's telling about the roof.
Are you in trouble?
Yeah.
No, Carl, let's
Not
just
yet.
boop, boop.
We're talking about roofs. Yeah, we're just doing roofs.
Yeah, I just realized I
anyway.
need to call Michael about tomorrow morning.
Okay, so are you kicking us off?
I'm kicking you off because I have to call Michael. But
That's okay.
I'm not sure if my friend Lauren doesn't show up tomorrow night, we can jump back on. We can continue this.
I don't know. Might be too much trouble for you.
I like trouble.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I love trouble in River City. Trouble.
There you go.
Trouble in River
Yeah.
City.
You get us three on in trouble. I
Well,
don't
we've done
know,
this. This is how this whole cocktail thing started.
right,
That's right, it did.
I missed baking with you this morning, Patty, but I think, once we figure out where we're settled and what we're doing, Tuesdays or Thursdays, we'll do baking.
Yeah, that's good. Because I know you want to do walking on Wednesdays or
Try to do
Yeah,
the
Wednesdays.
that's
walking
cute.
thing. It just goes with the W.
Yeah,
I think
that's
that
okay.
sounds
That's
cool.
okay. That's fine.
Especially
There's
if I'm
no,
gonna have a cocktail on Wednesday night, it's good to walk.
yeah, that's true. And I don't know of any day of the week that begins with a B, so maybe we can't
Well,
bake anymore.
I'm thinking you're gonna have to come up with some other catchy cooking title to go with a T or a for Tuesday or
Okay,
Thursday.
you're in charge
right?
of that, Julie.
Oh, great, yeah. Where's my dictionary when I need it?
Thesaurus app.
It's your project, Julie.
For sure. But catchy little
Tapas.
yeah.
Tapas. We can make tapas.
Yeah,
Oh, there you
I
go.
love tapas. Yeah, yeah.
Tapas
Yeah.
on Tuesdays or tapas
Tapas
on
on-
Thursdays.
And they'll think it's topless. Who are you guys?
Yeah.
Are topless? Then Mark Zuckerberg's gonna yank us all off.
Or not.
Yeah, or not.
Right. There's another website for that. Well, thank you both so much.
Okay, talk to you
Good
later.
night.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye. Good night,
Bye.
Dinky. Good night, Illinois.
Bye.
Crazy. Bye. Don't get me in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I gotta go get this girl right here outside for a little quick potty and talk to Michael about tomorrow morning, because Michael Keela is going to be on the show tomorrow morning, and go check on Mama Grace, see what we're gonna watch a show or something tonight. So if there's a letter, anyone have a letter? Because I like to sing about songs. I like to sing about everything I got going on. I gotta sing for you. I gotta sing my song, because here I am with Lily and Pearl. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Patty. Everybody, I see everything that goes that way. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Carol, you're the one. And we'll see you Friday night. And that painting I know is out of sight. And I got to say, so what? How are you doing? And I will use a P in the words tonight. I hope that, Patty, you have pretty thoughts. And I hope all of you have a pause in your words and in your heart, please. Peace on earth. And if you can stay up late, check out my song on kpfa.org. kpfa.org. The Here and Now with Dirk Richardson. And everybody knows he's got it going on. So stay safe, stay healthy, be real, 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 real nice. And take a sip if you need to. Don't think twice, just have a real, real good night. Mama Grace will see you in a minute. Everybody else, I'll see you when we're in it. And I'd like to say, I hope you all sleep real well and love real hard. Real, real hard. Good night.